get into this lesson, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the men that taught me this word. I want to give honors and respect to the brothers that's out here laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word in truth and sincerity. And I want to say shalom to the Akim wa Akwathium out there, and that's the brothers and the sisters. So yeah, I want to get into this lesson of who are the Edomites. Esau, Edom, okay? They are the so-called white man, which really is not white. He's the red man. We're going to prove that through the scriptures, right? So, just to let you know, Esau is the progenitor of the so-called white races. So if you got somebody that say, I'm German, I'm Irish, I'm Polish, or whatever, they're really Edomites. A lot of them are really Edomites, which come from Esau, the red man. If you got people that say, I'm black, I'm Dominican, I'm Mexican, I'm an Indian, Native American Indian, they come from Jacob, which is our progenitor, our forefather Jacob, which later, after he wrestled the angel, his name was changed to Israel, but that's another lesson for another day. Right now, we focusing on the red man, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white people. We're going to prove that through the scriptures. Starting at Genesis. We're going to start at 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? Now, this is Rebecca. She went to inquire about the Lord because she was having, problems in her pregnancy. So, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So yeah, in Genesis 25 and 23, it said, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. Look at this. And it's been many cases of, you see, you got one so-called black baby and one so-called white. See, these are brothers. They're twin brothers. See? Twin brothers. As you can see. 2 nations are in thy womb. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one shall be stronger than the other. Meaning, Jacob, which are the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, shall be stronger than the so-called white races. Right? And the elder shall serve the younger. Now, the elder is Esau, and Jacob is the younger. But we're not in that time right now. But it's soon to come because the end of this world is near. Let's prove that in the scriptures. This is 2nd Esdras 6. And we'll start at 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel to Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. And who's running the world right now? The so-called white men, the so-called Edomites, okay? But Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So after this world is done with, then the next world to come. And when it say worlds, it don't mean like this world gonna blow up and then another world and no, the earth body forever, like the scriptures say, the earth body forever. But what's gonna happen? A world meaning this society, this kingdom, this rulership, which this is the so-called whites. They are in rulership. They are in power right now, But the one that's going to follow is going to be of Jacob, aka Israel. Okay? So, back in Genesis 25, and let's go to 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So, as you can see, the scriptures, it said that twins were born and one came all red. And if you look at this baby, he's red, you know. But to further prove that, look at this. What are so-called whites known as? What are, like we are known as niggas, or Mexicans, wetbacks, or spics or something. What are they known as? Rednecks. The scriptures don't lie. Look at these ladies. Rednecks rock. And look, you can see how red he is. Look at that. That is a red man. That's not a white man. You see? Beware of rednecks. See? And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. After that, his brother came out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, referring back to 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. And his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew. Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. So it says Esau was a cunning hunter. And if you know about history, who loved to hunt? Esau, Edom, the Edomites. And if you look at this guy, he would be known as a so-called white man, but if you look at him, he's red. Again, look at the pigment. A cunning hunter. Look at that. That's plain. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Lord will, you was edified. Until the next lesson, Shalom.